Why in the world will we let you speak for all blacks? You ain't even a role model, remember? You better take your butt back to something that you know, like that donut shop. Go get you a couple double glaze with a little bit of them bacon bits on the top and a big tall glass of milk. Welcome back to the Rick One Ball podcast. I got a lot of love for Charles Barkley, but it appears that he has a severe case of amnesia. When he was at the peak of his powers, when he was in the NBA, he took to a commercial and said, "I'm not a role model. Let these kids' parents be their role model." But all of a sudden, when you get to these TV roles, you think you can take some type of parental role. And worse than that, you think you can speak for all blacks. Now, Trump was not the best president. I'm on the record saying he wasn't the best.
I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against.
But I definitely believe he was better than Joe Biden. And I'm not trying to make this a political video, but I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. TNT for the Inside the NBA show. I mean, he's a prominent personality. He seems to have everything it takes for that show. But I bet you didn't know he had a show with Gayle King. I bet you didn't know it was on CNN. The ratings are terrible. And it seems like to me they're trying to do anything to get some ratings up and get some type of popularity going on. He took to the show today and spoke to black people in general, saying that if he sees them wearing a Trump shirt or he sees them voting for Trump, he's going to straight up punch them in the face.
I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. The mugshot, we've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts.
When you heard that, what did you think? Big sigh.
First of all, I'm just going to say this. If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Charles.
No, Gayle.
Charles.
Gayle.
You really can't say that because, A, you don't mean that.
Oh, I mean that sincerely. I'm going to just tell you something.
And then you will be arrested for assault. And then what?
I'm going to bail myself out and go celebrate. If I
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Okay, but go ahead.
Seriously.
Continue.
First of all, if I was at that
conference, yeah.
I'd have got up and walked out. That was an insult to all black people. Because he's basically just saying, and first of all, to compare black history where we've been discriminated against to his plight.
Yes.
Well, first of all, he's a billionaire. And they're prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong. They're prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong. And for him to compare...
It's still in the court system, Charles. We have to wait. It's still in the...
And coming with an idiotic, uneducated statement just like that, Charles Barkley got to understand he got a lot of eyes on him when he on CNN. A lot of important people, a lot of smart people that know their politics and not looking at some type of outer shell or some type of whatever he got going on, his money, his saying he's a billionaire. Nobody cares about that. What does he do when he's in the office? Can he hold that role? Can he be the face for the United States of America? We already understand what Joe Biden is. And even though Trump sometimes, his mouth can get him in a lot of trouble. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that. But he was a good president.